That reminds me, everyone in the Twitch chat and everyone in the Champion Select and me as well, we need to shame you for not having a solid state drive. You need to join. You need to join the new age.
No, I don't have a solid state yet, but that's because I'm poor.
Yeah, get not poor.
Yeah, well, my computer still loads up fast as hell, even without a solid state, so leave me alone.
Really, really? How long? How fast is it? How fast is it?
It literally takes 3 minutes to load everything.
Okay, I can do that in 15.
15 minutes?
15 seconds.
Okay.
Just join us, man. Join. Just get a Samsung 850 Evo. I did not get paid by Samsung to say that, by the way. But seriously though, it's beautiful and it's my baby. I love it so much.
Anything's better than a Hitachi drive, so.
That is absolutely accurate. So let's get into this game. We are ready, and we're gonna get into Champion Select. There it is. Let's see what they ban away. I'm expecting similar bans from these teams. This actually might be a bit tougher for Special Snowflakes. Black to the 9, I was looking at their match history, and they are not a team to be taken lightly. You know, we do see the Azir getting banned from Black to the 9, so they don't want anyone on that team to have a comfortable champion. It looks as though, let's see what they get. Let's see what they ban away next. Mordekaiser, that's no surprise right there. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing just fine.
Okay, you're just not talking. Okay.
Sorry, I zoned for a second, because headache from before. See, what I had to do was, to fix the problem, I had to make my microphone listen, or my computer listen and repeat what is said through my microphone as if I was listening to somebody else say it. So as I say something, I have like a half a second delay, and then I hear myself say it. So it's very, very confusing. Gives you a great headache. But Darius, Fiora, Gangplank, and Vayne all banned away. All three of those top lane bans are pretty much a must. Vayne probably just don't want to deal with her outplaying and hyper carry capabilities. I would assume, at least.
Meanwhile, we do see the Gangplank and Vayne, like you said, getting banned away. Who's this first pick going to be? There are a couple of champions that are quite strong being left open, but I like it. I like the Lux getting hovered over, and actually he's locked in. There we go.
Very happy about Lux. Lux is one of my favorite champions. I played her for over 700 games in Season 1, or Season 3, my first season.
Lady of Luminosity. So we're gonna be seeing her laid on the Rift, and we'll have to see what Special Cupcakes can do to answer. It looks as though they really like the composition they had last time, and it's going to be the Janna and Lee Sin locked in once again. They actually, I think there's a possibility that they're going to go for the exact same team composition as last game, I could say. The Twitch is still open. They have the Olaf as well, and you know what? They might just go for it. Lulu's up as well. We'll have to see, and Lulu's not going to be played mid, as we can see, because the Lux has been locked in already.
Well, it still could also be a Lulu top pick, which is actually very, very good against Olaf as well.
That is true. Ooh, Jukester hovering over the Varus. We did see NL play quite a bit of Varus, and he showed us why it's a strong champion in his hands. Let's see if Jukester can make the same statement. Meanwhile, Trubro locking in the Gragas for himself. Overall, a sufficiently strong jungler, gives a lot of utility for your team later on, while also providing a lot of aggression early in the game.
Yes, I still think Gragas, even though he has been nerfed a few times, is still one of the strongest jungle picks out there right now, just because of his displacement, his tankiness, his heals, everything that there is.
Ooh, so they're going for the Kog'Maw this time, and I kind of understand why they're going for it. When you compare the last team, when you compare the composition of McNuggets and compared to Black to the Nine, I think that's the name. Yeah, Black to the Nine. There was a lot less catch out potential on McNuggets' team. It was there, granted, it was there, but it was a lot less early. There was a lot less of it early on in the pick and ban phase. So going with the Kog'Maw, you're going to be a lot safer because you'll have that range. The only issue is I have essentially no mobility, so you're going to rely so much on that Janna. And Kerbermon might just... Well, he has the Malphite, so he might just lock in the Lulu for his team. Meanwhile, we do see Pseudo hovering over the Karma and Vel with Shen. Shen versus Malphite.
Well, at first it was a Quinn, and it really surprised me at first. And they probably thought about it and said, you know, that's actually a Malphite, probably. So we probably don't want to do that. And that is the Karma and the Shen both being locked in. I'm actually anxious to see. It might be a Karma mid, or it could just be the Lux mid. We still have yet to find out.
Yeah,
but
let's see.
And I
think it's Karma support. I think it is Karma support.
Yes, and that sound is, as you guys may hear, is actually the sound of my dog begging because I have a couple of slices of pizza in here and she wants one.
You should send them to me.
Sorry. Mine only. I haven't eaten yet.
Well, it looks as though Orianna getting hovered over Yorick. Is this game is this going to happen? Are we going to be seeing the Yorick? No. I expected not. It's going to be the Orianna. Safe pick overall, and it does round out their team composition.
Yes, it does.
A lot of synergy are in that special Snowflakes team. They'll have the Lisa, and you'll even have the Malphite to set up the shockwaves. So Black to the Nine, gonna have to be careful.
But no, the reason why I believe that they wanted to use the Twitch on the other team against the Jinx is because Twitch can duel the Jinx a lot easier. But in this case, you don't want to try and duel with anybody. You just want a super hyper carry. So that is the main reason why. Because with the Twitch, you can catch the Jinx out and hit multiple people. This situation, because Twitch also has a longer range than Kog'Maw as soon as he activates his spray and play or rat-tat-tat-tat.
Yeah. Well, you're into that 3-minute delay, and we'll have to see who.
It's another double teleport.
These games, yeah.
Although I do tend to agree with a teleport on Lux, just because of the fact that she is not a very mobile champion. In fact, she's actually one of the slowest champions in the game. Granted, now it's more commonly acceptable for her to get a Luden's Echo, which will bring up her movement speed quite a bit, whereas before, the Lichbane was more of an item with her back in, Season 1, Season 2, which would get her that movement speed. But even still, I do tend to agree that the teleport is needed.
Yeah. So how do you think these how do you think these teams are going to be duking it out later on? I mean, you on one hand you have Black to the Nine with a full-on poke composition, um, and then on the side of red team, make special cupcakes, special snowflakes. It's essentially a juggernaut composition minus the Lulu, which is interesting. Kog'Maw and Lulu do complement each other very well, so locking in the Kog'Maw without that is interesting.
It's because the main reason why is because they wanted to have the synergy. They still wanted to have a super tank in the top lane, which without the Olaf, I mean, I can see why they wouldn't want to pick the Olaf, because even after the Olaf goes in, Karma gives them the ability to, you know, kite everybody as well. Even though Karma was picked very, very late, but they have the, you know, they have the potential to out-kite the Olaf with their team. But the fact that they picked Malphite means that they want to go with a more internal dive type of team in this situation. And so they wanted somebody to also synergize with the Malphite. Say if like they just get a 2 or 3 man Orianna ult, Malphite instantly goes in, everybody blows up. Or Malphite goes in, Orianna ult on top of that, then Lee Sin, Dragon's Rage goes, and, you know, they just have so many different combinations of plays. Even if everybody was to jump onto the Kog'Maw with the ball on the Kog'Maw, Orianna would just ult, and then Malphite would go in, Dragon's Rage, Kog'Maw's still safe, especially with the Janna.
Now we're going to get into Champion Select. We can talk about these teams more after that is done. Let's see what we have in terms of the skin battle. So we have TPA Shen in the top lane, Oktoberfest Gragas in the jungle. Looks as though it's going to be Steel Legion Lux in the mid lane, Blight Crystal Terrace as the AD carry, and no skin for the Karma in the support, unfortunately. Meanwhile, on the side of the red team, special Snowflakes.
No, there's a skin for the AD carry.
That's what I said. I said Karma doesn't have skin.
Oh, that was my mistake. I couldn't see it yet. I was still loading in.
Oh, okay. And so for special Snowflakes, it's going to be Glacial Malphite in the top lane. In the jungle, Knockout Lee Sin, same as last game. And in the mid lane, Orianna, no skin, unfortunately. But we do have 2 skins in the bottom lane, Liontin's Kog'Maw and Forecast Janna.
So which team are you favoriting to win this match? And which team do you think has the edge, in essence?
It's really reliant on how well special Snowflakes can play around the vision, because if you look at it, Black to the Nine, they have a full-on poke composition, and the only way to really beat that is to just hard engage. Unfortunately for them, they have Gragas to reset those fights, to disengage for them. And that's where you're going to really need the double move speed activator. So we're gonna be seeing either 2 Righteous Glories, which is not unlikely, but we'll most likely see 1 Talisman Ascension and 1 Righteous Glory on Janna and Lee Sin. And if they can use those correctly, they do have a chance at winning those fights. But it really does rely a lot on how well they can control the vision. So they can flank out Black to the Nine and catch them unaware. And 2, if they get those 2 items, because if they only get the 1 movement speed activator, then you'll just see the explosive cast go down and just essentially disengage the fight for Black to the Nine.
In my opinion, I do not think Lee Sin would be getting the Righteous Glory. I think Malphite would be better suited for that.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. My bad. I apologize. I meant the Malphite. I was thinking Malphite too, but I said Lee Sin because I was looking at that knockout Lee Sin skin. Well, looks as though we do see a really early engage coming out from Black to the 9. Award is going to be placed by that Karma right there. So they're looking to see if there might be a possible lane swap situation. A lot of poke going down, and ooh, hotspot. He's just going to back away for now. Nothing too serious. And I like the fact that they do this. They expect it. I think that there's going to be a lane swap actually coming out.
I think that's what's expected. Yes.
Yeah, you don't usually ward that unless you're expecting the lane swap or you're lane swapping and you want to make sure that you're not going to an unfavorable lane. It doesn't look as though that's actually happening. So they're just gonna get vision of the minion wave as it creeps on over towards the top side towers.
They will be doing the double jungle, however.
Yeah, that is true. They did that the first time, and it looks as though we see the Gragas getting assistance from SS for Fail doing his camps. It looks as though, ooh, that's actually one half of the Krugs getting stolen by Jukester. So really early, a lot of aggression being placed by Black to the 9, and a lot of it is going in their favor. One, you saw Krugs getting taken by that bottom lane, then them taking minimal damage. So there's a level 2 spike. You see Tentacle with the level 2 already, but that's because he took all the experience from the Krugs, and this is going to be a really quick fight. Ignite down onto this Kog'Maw. The heal not going to do too much, and first blood, it wasn't even used right there. He knew he was going to die regardless. And see, that's one of the main problems with having only one person take full experience from the Krugs. You're not really getting a huge advantage off of it because you're not going to want to fight when only one of you is level 2. You're just not going to get that huge advantage. And oh my god, Vel with another piercing arrow gets another kill, and this is looking so good for Black to the 9 already and so bad for Special Cupcakes.
Well, see, one of the only issues is the fact that the Tentacle didn't end up taking all of the experience for the Gromp. It's just he was much further in the minion line and got to the minion line first, where Janna was a little further away, so she wasn't getting all the experience.
Oh well, hotspot. He's gonna be ganked off by Cerebro. Will not be going down. Summoner spells still there. Actually, no, he did use the barrier. I know he used the flash, but he also used the barrier as well. So a lot of aggression by Black to the 9. Meanwhile, junglers gonna be finding themselves in the river. Cerebro looking to take that Scuttle Crab, just gonna be smited away, and he's just going to body slam himself to safety.
So already we're seeing Varus with his tier and 2 longswords, so he is building into the mid lane type build as the AD carry Varus.
Yeah.
It is going to be a completely poke oriented. He will be doing a lot of damage with his auto attacks and everything, even still.
Ooh, Zukio forced to flash over that wall. Here comes him into the mid lane. Jukester not going to lock down the Lee Sin. That's okay. That forced away the Lee Sin out of the jungle. Pseudo locking down Tentacle long enough for the piercing arrow to come out fully charged and provide a bit of poke. Tier on hotspot as well, so she's going to be charging it up. Ancestor failed in the top lane. Does have a decent advantage due to the fact that he's not really locked down by by mana. We're gonna see Kurbamon. He's gonna be in a really tough spot after that last charge of Flask is used, and there it is. It's gonna be tough for him moving on.
Not to mention that Fail does have a healing mechanic whenever he does, attack a target repetitively.
Exactly, and with 3 health potions in his inventory, he is going to be quite safe, especially with the ward he placed down in the river. Any ganks that are going to be coming out from Zukio, they're just going to completely fail unless he comes through lane. Essence for Fail, he's finally taking all of this damage right now because he knows Kurbamon is investing a lot of mana and it's just not going to pay off because SS has so many healing mechanics in the lane right now. Hotspot is trying to farm as well, but the battle's not going well for him in that mid lane. A decent CS lead already for Jukester. He is level 6. Vel, gotta be careful. Level 5 right now. Zukio just providing some pressure in the bottom side, but that pink ward not going to be used for anything but to give Pseudo a little bit more gold.
It doesn't even look like his pressure is affecting anything.
It really is, and there's a piercing arrow just absolutely bursting down Tentacle, and another piercing arrow is going to be up in a couple of seconds. We're going to have to see Tentacle dodge it, or he's just going to be forced out of lane once again. Will be able to sidestep it, but still, this Black to the 9 team, they are just absolutely tearing apart Special Snowflakes, forcing them away from this tower. They can't even defend it. Tentacle, you're just gonna have to back off. Here comes Zukio looking for a gank. They know that he's there. Vel just charging up the piercing arrow, and there it is. Zukio goes in, but he is just going to have to back away nearly immediately. Teleport gonna be completed. He's gonna flash away. Stand United coming in. SS will fail. He's gonna get. No, he's not gonna get the top of Zukio. Still goes down to the piercing arrow.
So he didn't manage to flash that unstoppable force.
Yeah.
And then SS for Fail ends up trying his hand at the taunt flash. In all honesty, I think it probably would have been better if he flash taunted. It might have connected because the taunt just barely ended right as he flashed.
Yeah, and you really can't make that mistake right there. They did get the kill, but in a more key moment, if you make that mistake, it could possibly mean your team's death.
Yes, most definitely. But more and more by the looks of it, it looks like this Varus is just going to be punishing people away from all of the objectives already. Lux is literally just farming up to get as much CDR as she possibly can.
Yeah, has the Chalice in her inventory right now, and that will just go into Athene's unholy grail. Three kills on Vel right now. That is absolutely insane, and the CS lead is continuing to grow as well. A bit over 10 right now, and with him back in the lane, we might just see Tentacle forced away. Going for the Trinity Force so early.
Well, that is mostly the ideal build for the Kog'Maw nowadays.
Yeah, but getting forced back this early, it might not even pay off for him. It's going to be a long time for him to actually get the amount of gold to do it. Oh, there's the explosive cast. Not going to find it, but there's a flash body slam. Zukio going down to Tree Bro. Really quick kill. And here comes Jukester with the roam. Hotspot with the roam as well. Their lockdown not going to be found. And that's Hotspot forced to flash over that blue pit. But no, he's still going to be caught out. There's the light binding and a quick kill from the final spark. Jukester getting it. And actually, in the bottom lane, we do see Trebo. He was so close to dying.
Yes. And here's that dive attempt coming through again.
Yeah, there's Tentacle so low, and he finally goes down, and a nice piercing arrow finds the kill. Man, 7 kills to 0 in 10 minutes. This Black to the 9 team, they are going to go for a really quick victory if they can.
Ooh, another flash off of a very, very close taunt.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Vel gonna have to be careful, just orb blocking as best as he can. Doesn't have ultimate, and he doesn't have heal, so Zukio should be able to get it. There's the smite to get it.
You have been smitten.
Isn't smitten supposed to be used in terms of affection?
Sometimes it has dual meanings.
Does it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because you can be smitten with love. So it's, it can be used multiple ways, I'm pretty sure. I believe that's it. The blue buff does come out for Lux, so she is going to be clearing waves a lot easier.
Yeah.
Chalice coming through for Hotspot on his Orianna, which, I've always said it before, the Tear and the Chalice actually synergize very well despite people not wanting to get them, because the more mana that you get on the Tear, the more that the Chalice will give you back with the percentage mana regen.
Yeah. Right now. It's unfortunate for SS to fail. Since he got the Bombi Cinder, he can't put pressure onto that tower because Kerbermon. Oh, there's the gank. Trevro gonna use the explosive cast. There's a nice unstoppable force. He gets the 1 kill. This might just be the second. What a huge turnaround. Kerbermon will be able to lock it down. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the mana. SS for fail. Can he do this? The minions, they're doing the damage. Bombi Cinder, he gets the kill.
Wow. It's how quickly things can turn around. All Shen needed was that percent health attack bonus from his passive, and he was just able to get that kill so cleanly right afterwards.
Yeah, what a turnaround. And
I do find it surprising. Malphite has opted to go for the Abyssal Scepter first, instead of going for any armor or health item.
Oh, well, there's Hotspot going down. That was just absolutely disgusting. No words right there.
Nobody saw that.
Nobody saw that. Well, I think a large portion of it is due to the fact that the majority of poke is going to be magic damage, and the only really oh my god, a lot of that was piercing arrow, but the Black to the 9, they are just tearing apart special snowflakes. I'm hungry, so that's why I keep thinking of cupcakes.
That pizza on your mind.
Yeah, right? I blame you. Well, it looks as though in the top lane, Kerbermon just going to clear out the minion wave as best as he can, but SSR failed, just forcing him away. And like I said before, the reason why you probably went for a bit of magic resistance is due to the fact that the majority of damage is going to be magic based. There's only really one AD skill that he's going to have to be scared of. That's Piercing Arrow. There's Jukes. They're got to be careful. Going to have the shield for a little bit extra survivability, and that's Zukio forced away Hotspot. That's going to take a bit of damage right there. Kerbermon and Trebro finding each other in the jungle, and the entirety of Black to the 9, they're going to be able to rotate over to the top lane, and they will be able to get that for themselves.
It seems like and I stress on it all the time through the games that I'm casting, the blue side is playing the actionary, whereas...
Yeah, unstoppable force season. There's the lockdown. Tentacle actually kept alive by the explosive cast. A nice flash coming out from him.
But like I was saying, blue side seems to be actionary, whereas red team can do nothing except for be reactionary. And whenever you're being a reactionary team, you can't help but let things just keep going out of control. You have to take matters and set the pace for yourself, otherwise things are just going to keep going poorly more and more and more.
Yeah, Zukio just trying to stop the backs, and actually he goes in. SS looks as though he was caught browsing the shop, and he's actually still alive. There's the heal and the turnaround. SS fails, staying alive. I feel as though they were so greedy with their abilities, and the small fact that the Shockwave actually brought SS for Fail in position to get away, it helped him live.
I was actually kind of surprised that Zukio didn't use the Dragon's Rage there to knock him back into Hotspot and Kerbamon.
Yeah. Really questionable.
Personally, I also wasn't sure. I was thinking that maybe SS for Fail had disconnected for a second, or maybe he was just BMing or baiting.
No. He was browsing the shop.
Yeah, but after a bit, you could tell you're not in the shop.
Well,
And
true.
especially with the team chat, he should have been able to tell. Like, his team should have been able to say, "Hey, you're getting attacked."
Well, he did react after a bit of time, and his back was stopped extremely early. Kerbamon in a really tough spot. This is just going to be him going down.
He does have his unstoppable force. He may just be stalling to use it.
That is true, but oh, there it is. He's gonna use it, but he took so many tower shots, and he's gonna have to be careful of the final spark when it does come out. Looks as though Pseudo actually winning this fight out in the bottom lane. Tentacle going to have to be careful, but here comes Vel and Trebro. This is gonna be a quick kill to Vel. And actually, what is happening? Kerbamon actually staying alive.
Yep, like I said, he just
Final
wanted to use his
spark.
unstoppable force.
Yeah, final spark not hitting him actually. Well, this Blue Buffalo will be going over to Vel, just denying it from Hotspot, and they will be able to continue pushing that bottom lane, possibly even taking this tower. There's not a lot of reaction from the side of Special Snowflakes, so even more gold in Blacks of the Nine's inventory. They are up 5 towers, and that's the flash, and he's going to catch out Ugly Mushroom, but with nothing coming out from his team, they're not.
They haven't taken the tower yet.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he went in so hard. There was no one on his team that were there to react to that play. Zukio's on the backside, but a ward's gonna spot him out. There's the Chain of Corruption and the Light Binding, and that's a kill for Jukester. SS for Fail. He knows that he can fight this Malphite relatively easily, and he will go for it. Those minions don't do any damage to him.
Nope. He already has his Sunfire Cape, he has his health, he's got his W pretty high leveled up. Just like Tentacle has his Trinity Force after some time, but he's still quite a few items behind. It already looks like Vel is going to be getting his Last Whisper next. He's working on his 3rd item already, even though he has one of the items as a half item. He doesn't necessarily need to upgrade it.
SS for Fail in a bad spot. Dragon's Rage finally comes out, but that's still the Shen. That's not the greatest target. He might not be able to get away regardless. There's a flash shockwave going to lock down Trebro, but that Gragas is still resilient enough to survive. There it is. Howling Gale keeping the team alive, and so many resources used to try and get the 1 kill onto Shen, and they're not even able to do that.
Yeah, and Shen is already way too ahead and way too tanky. And at this point, it's just comparing the levels of everybody on the teams. Shen is level 12, while Lee Sin and Orianna are level 8 and 10. So he's already got so much more just stat-based stats over top of them.
Here comes the teleport from SS for Fail, and Final Spark finds a kill onto Hotspot. They're going to continue pushing that middle lane. Zukio gonna have to be careful, but it doesn't matter. Trebro,
It's a 12k gold lead.
yeah, Trebro just provided the distraction that he was meant to do, and a nice piercing arrow actually finds a kill onto Zukio. Vel, absolutely insane, has the Mana Moon area right now, but he's gonna hit the Muramana fairly soon. He's at 539 stacks right now, so only about 200 more to go. the thing. He got that item at 6 minutes. Get that tier, he got us at 6 minutes.
And that's a Magi Soul Stealer coming out for Lux. She still has not completed her Athenes and Holy Grail, but she does have her death cap. But the way this game is going, it's not just going to be going at much longer. She probably doesn't even need it.
Yeah, that is true, but
just comparing.
She just wants to continue snowballing this game into their favor. She knows that they are completely outclassing Special Snowflakes right now. So by going for this snowball item, she's essentially just guaranteeing to do the maximum amount of damage that she can.
Yes, I mean,
Dragon gonna be up in a minute and 20 seconds, but that might not even be there in time for the end of the game. You see Black to the 9 grouping up near the top side, and look at the vision that they have invested in that jungle. There's nowhere that... Oh, there's the Pit of Corruption. They're going to find Tentacle. He's going to be locked down. Monsoon's going to be used, but an explosive cast finds the kill. There's, like I said, there's nowhere that Special Snowflakes can walk in that jungle without being seen.
Walk in the jungle? They can't even walk into one of their own lanes.
That is true. Piercing Arrow. Over half of Hotspot's health bar gone with one use of that ability. They just cannot hope to fight. You just have to go in and hope to do something, because just watching your base die is not an option. Fighting is also not an option, but it's the best option. There's Treebro, goes in. Zukio going in hard. Bell has to stand united onto him, so he's alive to live for another fight.
At this point, the game is pretty much...
A nice shot get comboed in from an unstoppable force. Looking for something. They don't find a kill. SS failed.
All that hit, that entire combo, only hit Gragas. And Gragas went from half health to a little over a quarter.
Yeah.
So...
Just, nothing is sticking. They just... You have the Kog'Maw, who has 0 kills and 4 deaths. He's negligible with only a Trinity Force at this point. You have no one on your team has any gold to their name really, except from CS.
Yes.
And the enemy team is just out CSing you in every single lane except the top lane. But really, what can Malphite do against this team?
Honestly, the probably the better choice at this point for the Janna. I mean, like, even though it's even late, like, one of the better choices for this game, we even had a debate about it, myself and Nick last week. The Banner of Command probably would have been a very good choice for the red team to get, but it's just, they can't even sustain long enough to get that banner.
Well, Zukio just going to be taking those Raptors. Trying to clear out that ward. Yeah, there it is. He will be able to get it. Tentacle taken down to half health just from the red buff.
Well, he still doesn't have any lifesteal items except for the Doran's Blade.
It's called the Brambleback, right?
Red Brambleback, yes.
What is the blue one called, though? The...
Blue Golem.
Really quick kill. It's not Golem. It has a special name. Well, Treebro, he's not the half health, but it doesn't matter. Esther Fail goes in. He's taken down to half health by that tower. Treebro finds Tentacle, and that's going to be a kill onto Jukester. SS for fail. That's 10 stacks onto the Jais so far. Hasn't been a part of too many kills, actually. Meanwhile,
it's been a part of half of them.
Yeah. Right now. Well, since he's gotten the item.
Yes.
Right now, this game will end whenever Black's in 9 once, and that's a lot of damage. Shoopster finds
So-
another one, 2 more stacks.
It's already a 15,000 gold lead at this point, and even in the professional scene, it would be a forced forfeit.
Yeah, there's Kirmon going in. That's the engage, actually. And this could possibly look good for them if they weren't so far behind. Zukio is going down. And you know, they don't even care about ending this game. They just want to continue fighting.
And that is the end of the game.
Yeah, Black's in 9 with a convincing victory.
Yes.
That was absolutely insane. $7-0. Oh, wait, what? I see. Wait, what?
What?
I'm looking at this end green screen. Oh, for some. Okay, that's.
It's
really
bugged for you, isn't it?
Yeah, for some reason, I see them on Irelia, Nautilus, Tristana, Lux, and Gragas.
Very odd. Well, looking over the damage graph real quick, the Varus ended up doing 21,000 damage, whereas the most damage on the red side was actually Kog'Maw at 7,000. So Kog'Maw did about 1/3 of the damage that the enemy Varus did. But every other person on the blue team, save for Gragas, Gragas actually did the least amount of damage that game to champions at 5,000 for the blue team. Whereas on the other side, Jenna with only 1,400.
We are waiting for this next game to start. Lobby has been made. We're just going to wait for you to get in.
I'm here.
And there you are.
So
and they are going to be playing against Icebreakers Sour. That was a team that you were talking about in round 1.
yes, they did. I was casting last week, and they did absolutely phenomenally between the vision control, between their team fighting capabilities, their diving, all of their map pressure, the rotations, everything was absolutely crazy.
Well, let's see if they can do it the same this week, but against Black to the 9, a team that we just saw and who absolutely destroyed
Whoops.
Special Snowflakes. We're getting into this champion select. We have the Azir getting banned away. So I guess they don't like that champion. Elise on the side of Icebreakers. So taking away a jungler who has had a very recent rise. Taking that out. And now Fiora getting banned away.
Yes.
Do you think they're going to go for a similar team composition?
I think they're probably going to go for a very similar team composition. They're very the team comps that they picked. They're probably going to be some type of changes. They're probably going to be still a type of poke comp, but I don't think it's going to be so heavily on the poke against this team.
Well, we'll have to see. Looks as though Darius is getting hovered over, but that doesn't reveal too much just yet. It's still really powerful. So getting that Darius for themselves really does give them a lot of options. So even if the poke doesn't work out for them, they will have an enormous amount of team fighting potential.
Yes, but I believe that the Icebreaker Sour, even just from just their play last week, that they are very, very well equipped to deal with the Darius between them. It seemed like they have fought against Darius multiple times and have just done phenomenally each and every time. They even let Darius get taken from them, I believe it was 3 times last week, and they still ended up just completely dominating. The only match that gave them a lot of trouble was where he was going, top lane was a Tahm Kench versus Echo matchup in favor of the enemy Tahm Kench. So I wonder what they will pull out this week. Well, there's that echo being hovered.
And they're now hovering it over. I'm not sure if they will be locked in, but you are all bad. Again, I'm so surprised. Is there something that I don't know about this Janna? Like,
Janna is the best support for a passive lane. She is the most protective support in the world.
That is true.
There's a reason why she had the...
Maybe Soraka.
No, because Janna has the peel. Soraka heals, but Soraka can only heal so much.
I suppose. Well, we'll have to see. Jukester hovering over the Bard.
But there definitely is a reason why Janna was the best win rate champion for a solid 3 years, I believe, through Season 2, 3, and 4. She had the highest win ratio. Up until Heimerdinger, that is. And it does look like the Lux and the Karma have been locked in, so we might be seeing another Varus yet again for that very same team comp.
Right now, we'll have to see what Icebreakers can do to try and stop it. We saw the attempts that Special Snowflakes made. They didn't prove worthwhile. Right now, we do see Ramu and Ios just waiting to
I think that's supposed to be 10 seconds.
There's a space between the 1 and 0 though. So
yes.
Ios or I0 seconds. Or I0s.
Or 1-0s.
1-0s.
Twisted Fate being picked into the Lux. It is a very odd matchup. Granted, I'm not claiming to be a very high elo, which these teams are, exemplifying most of the time. Very high elo matches. But I've always found that the Twisted Fate matchup as a Lux is very simple of a matchup to deal with. Like, Lux just needs to stay away from him picking cards. She can zone him very easily, and if he does end up coming up to try it with the pick a card, if he makes the mistake to do it outside of the minions, I can land my full combo while he is throwing a card. So I always found that Lux against Twisted Fate, he might have a little bit more of a pushing edge, he might have more of a mana edge, but if he ever wants to try and beat me in a fight, then he is going to not have a very nice time. But the Nidalee being locked in, and is this the return of the Nidalee jungle, I wonder?
It looks like it. There aren't really a lot of jungle contenders on the side of Black 09, so it's going to be that Nidalee, and they're just adding poke onto poke onto poke onto poke. This is a team that if they get caught out, they are going to be caught with their pants down. There's really nothing that they can do to disengage from these fights. So if we do see Icebreakers get ahead and force these fights, it is going to be absolutely bloody.
Well, they just got one of the champions that could probably do the best against said poke is Kalista, because the one thing that Kalista is, best or worst against is the point and click CC, which they are completely lacking of. The only point and click CC that they really have is that Karma, which requires her to get very, very close. So, who knows? But I'm just wondering if Twisted Fate Dav it has has come to the conclusion, I have made a terrible mistake. Because imagine if he goes in with the Twisted Fate ultimate and all skill shots just point directly to him right afterwards.
Well, you pick it for a reason, and let's see what he can do with it.
So, the objective of the blue team is pretty much the same as what happened last time. We get ahead, we rotate objectives, we stay ahead. If they try and come to us, we poke them out. And if we can't poke them out, then we have Darius to screw them up. The objective of the purple team in this situation is, okay, sustain the lanes, stay as even as possible, because we have Twisted Fate who will naturally farm and get ahead. We have Callisto who will outscale. We have a huge tank Renekton, who hasn't seen a lot of play recently in any area, just because he needs to get damage in order to really dominate. But at the same exact time, he still outplays a lot of damage, who might finally be a big answer to this Darius. And then we have Echo, who is, high base damages. Even after nerfs, there's still very good high base damages, good scaling ratios, good ratios for even when he goes tanky. It's going to be a very auspicious match. It's really just going to have to depend on the farming skills and who gets caught.
Yeah. So, double. Did we talk about the double teleport yet?
No, we haven't.
We did not. So, this is actually the first game where we're seeing both teams have the double teleport, and I feel as though Icebreakers does have a slight advantage due to the fact that Twisted Fate is one of them. He's gonna be even more mobile than he already is, and if he can out rotate Jukester, he can take a pretty big advantage in that mid lane. Just continue pushing that out. It's gonna be iffy. Jukester did play a really nice Lux last game, so it might be a bit tough to do kind of outplay him, but we'll have to see how well Dave Mon can play the TF.
Well, you also got to remember, part of that reason why Lux got so ahead was because of Treebro, his gank on the mid lane, forcing Orianna to blow her flash and barrier at such an early time, and then it eventually forced her out of lane, gave Jukester such a huge advantage.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into the loading screen. So, who do you think is going to win?
Just based off of how I've seen Icebreaker Sours play, I do not think that the blue team is going to be able to just go and do what they want like they did last game. I don't believe they're just going to be able to steamroll through and do whatever they want. I really think Icebreaker Sour can make them walk to the beat of their drum. Yeah. So I'm going to have to give the edge to Icebreakers here.
I believe that Black 9 will be able to take another win. However, poke compositions are, while they may seem easy to play, a large part of it is due to superior rotations, being able to poke them out effectively and deny engages, and they show that they were able to do that, even though they were so far ahead last game. I think that they can do it again this time. So I will have to give the win over to. I'll have to give my prediction over to Black 9. Well, we are onto the Rift. Teams are loaded in, and we are ready to go. It looks as though ping's going down very quickly towards the jungle of Black 9. We have a defensive spread coming out from Black 9. They don't want to go for any early invasions. They're just going to be placing down vision. No, they're not even placing down vision. No trinkets being used in that near that top lane. A lot of defensive wards, actually. They went really far back in the placement of them. Ramu, you are all bad, and 10 seconds just ramming together along with Kobe. We do see Ezreal actually making his way down with his team. Do you think we're going to be seeing a lane swap?
I believe we will, because Darius is not favored as much in the lane swap because of his kill mechanic requiring. But who knows? It could be favorable for Renekton to do the lane swap, but we might not see it at all, just because of the items that he has taken. Because of the fact that he did take that Doran's Blade as opposed to the shield, he probably will not be wanting to do that lane swap.
Yeah, well, right now, this looks as though it's going to be the same startup for the Flax of the 9 team. We do see the bottom lane taking the Krugs. And actually, the bottom lane for Icebreakers will not be taking the Gromp. So we're going to be seeing Black to the 9 have a very early level 2 advantage. And we'll have to see how they can take advantage of this. Bottom lane is going to be extremely explosive in a couple of seconds. Meanwhile, double jungle yet again from both of these teams for the time being. They're just going to hit level 2, and those top laners are going to head over to the top lane. Level 2 hit by Vel. There we go. And let's see if they put the aggression on. You're all bad in 10 seconds. They are nowhere near level 2 just yet. And so they're just forced away so quickly. And again, this is the power of Black 9 right now. They're going to go for this Janna. That's a lot of damage. You're all bad. Just throwing those spears. Kobe and SS for fail, though. Trading blows, but Kobe's actually fighting in the minion line. Now it's Sailor fails going in the minion line, but he still has the advantage. Forces the flash out of that Renekton. The bleed, though, not doing enough damage, and that is going to be Kobe. Forced to back off. He is so close to dying. You gotta be careful.
And it looks like Nidalee is making her way up there. Might just be going for that
Scuttle Crab.
Yes.
Yeah, but look at that. It might not be Nidalee, but it's going to be Ramu who goes in for the gank, and he will be able to get it off, and that's gonna be a stun. Even the flash won't save him from that. You see the Nidalee looking to go in, but it's gonna be first blood. The heal is gonna be used. Ramu gets first blood.
Ramu got the first blood. Even through that flash, he was not able to avoid that stun.
Yeah, and really, he just played way too aggressive for his own good. You have to be wary, especially since Kobe stayed in that lane. You had to have expected some jungle pressure.
Well, he might have also been expecting Treebro to be there a little sooner than he was. The Scuttle Crab must have just given him a little bit too much of a problem, that it ended up delaying him a little too long.
Yeah, that is a possibility. Jukester, ooh. And that is the power of the TF. Stun card right into wild cards. Treebro not going to get the mark down, and a sidestep from that light binding keeps Davemon alive with his flash. Pseudo sitting in a ward, and he's not really putting down a lot of poke towards the bottom lane, but they are still forced back for the time being.
See, this is what I was talking about. Icebreaker Sour know the poke game. They know exactly what they're going to be trying to do. And they're just not having any of it. They're not letting them get that lead that just snowballs them so much.
Yeah, we do see Ramu in that bottom lane, just a little bit of pressure. The turnaround is going to be coming out soon enough, because here comes Treebro. The flash comes out, the ignite's taking, but it's not going to matter. No kills are going to be traded over. But Jukester, there's a lot of poke coming out from Davemon right now. He's got to be careful. SS for fail. There's the apprehend. He's gonna find it onto Kobe, but it's still not going to do enough damage to force that Renekton away. Davemon stun card. He's gonna find Jukester, but the wild card is there as well. Davemon, the mark is still. This might be a kill. It's gonna go over to Treebro. There's the Decimate doing the damage. Apprehend not available. SS for fail. Just going to have to back off. Meanwhile, there's a lot of aggression on this map right now. A lot more exciting than last game.
A lot more back and forth.
Exactly. These teams are really showing their stuff. Pseudo just trying to force away this Kalista. And they've been doing so well at denying experience from this bottom lane. Well, running low on mana, however, so he's going to have to be a bit more careful. Ooh, 10 seconds. Forced to throw the eye on him, staying to stay alive. That might just be the Janna backing off for the time being.
TF buying the Ionian boots. Very odd. I haven't seen that, really, as a first item buy. Whereas, on the other hand, Lux has the Magi Soul Stealer already.
Yeah, it looks as though she's extremely confident. She hasn't had the best time in the lane. She does have a CS lead, but you've just seen TF continue to zone you out. There's the gank coming out. 3 members of Icebreakers are there to find a kill onto SS or fail.
So it does look like they will be trying to target that top lane who doesn't have a lot of mobility, and it is pushing very hard.
Yeah, and they can't even take the Black for the 9 team. They can't even take advantage of that. You had Treebro in the top lane. Looks as though Lux will just take out one of the Sentinels.
Well, SS for fail did use his teleport.
Yeah, that is true. So he just gets back into that top lane, and you can see right now Ramu in that near that bottom side. Looks as though Davemon might get this blue buff, or he might not. He's not making his way towards it. There it is. He finally goes. Jukester, maybe going for the steal. Nope. Ramu, though, taking a lot of damage. He essentially went towards that blue buff near full health. Kobe. There it is. And that is the power of the Renekton, able to win out those trades in this early game. He has the fade, but you can't fight right now. There it is. 5 stacks of the bleed. SS for fail. Looking for something, but he's not going to be able to get it. Meanwhile,
Treebro doing a very good job of farming in this match while still staying mobile around the map and counter ganking Ramu.
Kobe going back in again, just a bit of poke, and he has just been so aggressive in the top lane. He even picked up a CS lead. This camera is so erratic right now. There's so much action going down that it doesn't even know where to lock down its focus. You can see there's the gate gonna be used, and it's gonna be the top lane once again. SS fails. Stun card. He's not gonna be locked down by the Echo. The gank is still coming out. Apprehend going to be used, but the tower is on Ramu. He's going to stay out alive. There's the Decimate. Kobe going to go down. Treebro looking for the mark. Damon not going to get it. There's a sidestep stun card, and he will stay alive. No, the spear, another sidestep. Can he? No, what is Treebro? He's just backing off so quickly. Both times he backed off, but I don't understand that.
Because both the final spark and the
like after like TF queued up the stun card, but then he backed off instead of just continuing the aggression. He knew that he could have continued chasing because Ramu was non-existent. He had no health to fight. I think he was trying to prevent the auto attack from going off.
It could have been that. It could have been after the stun card was placed, he might have been trying to bait TF to come a little back further.
Possible. Well, so much poke, and it's all gonna be missed. And that pseudo might go down. There's 3 spears. That's a lot of damage coming out from the Karma. Another fight in the top lane, but this is gonna be Vel. So close to going down. Flash and heal have been used. Jukester now forced back, and this looks as though Icebreakers is really putting the pressure on Black to the 9. That Majias really hasn't paid off for Deluxe.
There's
so
the ult.
far. Yeah, 10 seconds. So close to dying along with You Are All Bad. Light Binding not going to find Davemon.
Looks like they're going to try and do a dive up at top lane almost.
Yeah, Kobe though, he's so resilient with the Phage and now with the Ruby Crystal. He also has his dominance up within 10 seconds, so he's gonna be difficult to take down. SS for fail, trying to get those 5 stacks on him, but he's not gonna get it. Well, and Pseudo. They're playing with fire right now, especially Pseudo. He's so close to dying, and if a couple of auto attacks would just mean his death. Teleports used in both the top and the mid lane, so they know the timers on those. They could possibly make plays around the map knowing that they are down, but they're gonna have to be careful. Their own teleports are down as well. TF does have gate still available. Jukester trying to find something. Light Binding not finding its mark.
And this was what I was talking about, though. I mean, Dav is doing a very good job in this matchup. He's making sure to not stay so close, and he is not really going in aside from the minion lines, unless he just sidesteps very, very early.
Yeah, but due to the fact that he's playing so defensively, he is losing a lot of CS as well.
But what he is losing, he is making up for in both ganks and in his passive. Yeah, you got to remember, Twisted Fate's passive probably has it equated out.
Yeah, we can actually check out this gold. They're actually dead even. Only 10 gold in favor of Jukester right now. Apprehend gonna be used. Kobe so close to dying. Dominance hasn't popped, but a quick auto attack. SS for fail with the 1v1. After getting shut down so hard, he's able to finally kill that Renekton. They're all bad, just gonna back off, and Pseudo throwing out. Here comes the gate. They're gonna go for SS for fail. Nidalee in that top lane, but it's not gonna be there in time. Apprehend used onto Davemon, and it actually might be TF forced away. SS for fail still alive. There's the flash. Trebro gets the kill. This might be the turnaround. Rambo staying alive, but he's going to go down. Double kill for Trebro. Kobe coming in with the teleport, but this comes Jukester as well. No lockdown available from Jukester just yet, but there's the mark onto Kobe. He teleported in, and he's just going to have to back out. Meanwhile, in that bottom lane, Vel, couple of spears in him, he's gonna have to be careful.
And it does look like this top lane tower might be going down.
And it will go down. Gold lead in favor of Black 9 continuing. Oh, Vel, so close to dying. Heal is available, but he's not going to use it. He may have to be careful. Only a couple hits away from dying. He's just gonna back off. Has the Mononune. And he's working on his Iceborne Gauntlet right now.
So he is going to be going Blue Ezreal to help kite out that Echo and that Renekton. Both very, very sticky champions.
Yeah. Again, SS for fail, and he's taking full advantage of his power in the top lane. Another quick kill for him right there, and we see the Nidalee in that bottom lane, and oh, that's actually a quick turnaround. Ramu might be able to get this kill for his team. Nope. Yeah, it is. I actually thought it was gonna go.
Bye.
And I'm not too sure what just happened. There was just like maybe a lack of communication right there. You had Cerebro show up in the lane, but there was no engage.
There was an attempt at the engage, but You Are All Bad ended up landing, ended up hopping out of the Karma tether right after it was cast, so they couldn't really pick up on it. And right after that happened, Ramu just came up from behind in the tri-bush, and Treebro just had a bad time.
Yeah, well, Dragon is up, and they actually might attempt it. No, they're not actually. They're just going to let that go for another fight, and these teams just want to continue the laning phase, it seems.
Well, it's honestly in Icebreaker's best interest to keep continuing the laning phase.
Oh, Flash gonna be used. He's going for Jukestar. There's the light binding. They find Kobe down, and it's gonna be a quick kill. Apprehend finds Davemon. Kobe not going down actually, but we see Pseudo looking in, possibly going for the kill. He is, flashes, and gets it.
Probably just a bit too much over-aggression from Kobe in that situation there.
Yeah.
The teleport coming in.
Yeah, you saw him looking, you saw him flash, and he did get the stun onto Jukestar, but the TF was so far back that he couldn't do any damage by the time the stun ended. There is Ramu looking for the stun, but he's not going to find it. And this is where the poke composition is going to shine when they are 5 together, and in this small corridor that is mid lane. Well, more of a hallway that is mid lane.
Sun coming out.
And that's Final Spark not finding too many people, but Davemon, that's a lot of damage, and there it is. Kill going over to Bell.
But meanwhile, up in the top lane, You Are All Bad is just continuing to push that tower down. He's already gotten one tower, and he's working on the next one.
Yeah, and this is just a mistake by Black for the 9. They're just focusing too hard on this tower. They do manage to take it, but they need to do something else with it. They need to at least take the dragon, and even then it might not have been worth it.
Yeah, because that's 2 towers. Well, I guess you could say it was a 2-tower even trade.
I suppose so, yeah, you could.
And then there's the dragon.
And they did get the kill. But you gotta feel bad giving up 2 towers that easily.
Yes. I would feel bad as well, but I mean, at the same time, Davmon, he did probably what is the biggest weakness of TF. He just stepped too close to them. But it does look like a 3rd tower is going to be going down in the bot lane. Well, a 4th tower.
Yeah. Oh, double apprehend. They find it, and that's going to be the final spark. Not going to find You're All Bad. Kobe in the backline. They find SS for fail, and Ramu with the chrono break. Gonna stay alive. There's the wild cards, and it's going to be no Jukestar staying alive, but no! You're All Bad with the spear. Looks as though this team is going to get a taste of their own medicine. They don't have piercing arrow, but they do have the spear from Callista's. Meanwhile,
and that does pierce targets.
It is true. Treebro going in, but the exhaust is preventing a lot of damage. Ramu finds a kill. That's a lot of damage. The Iceborne Gauntlet doing quite a bit, but not enough to get the kill.
See, they've traded tower for tower each and every time thus far. That quick flash from You Are All Bad, and the teleport coming in from Lux.
Yeah, he finds the kill onto that You Are All Bad in 10 seconds, forced to flash away from Pseudo. He's still going to be stunned up by that inner flame, and there's the monsoon Not entirely sure why she's backed off. She could have gotten away.
Probably the same reason that she just got caught right there.
Yeah.
Trying to reposition the minions.
Well, she did pay for it, and now Kobe will just be able to slice and dice away. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we do see SS for Fail taking that tower. You're All Bad is there as well to try and save it, but it might be too late. There it is. It goes down, and now Ramu's got to be careful. There's the Iceborne Gauntlet. Light Binding might come out soon enough. You're All Bad in a 2v1 situation. He's not going to survive. Absolutely destroyed, and now Kobe's there to assist him, but they have essentially given up on that bottom lane, but they're not pushing it. Black for the 9, they're just, there it is. They stopped the ports. They stopped their ports, and they realizing that the red team is there, they're gonna stop it, and they're gonna continue pushing. Final Spark just used to clear out the minion wave right there.
Oh,
Ooh, Davemon, so close to getting the kill. If Trevor only had one more stack of that Rod of Ages.
or it was maybe even just a little bit further back.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. But SS for Fail, he's going to try and go for that tower. You're All Bad, though, showing his face to prevent him from doing that.
He does have a Randuin's or a Run-In's Hurricane now.
Yeah. Oh, man. The patience mechanic. The patience
What do you mean?
mechanic.
It's the ever stack, the eternal stack because of it.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can do that now. It's actually a lot easier to do that, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, Ramu, there's the apprehend, locking him down, but he's going to be able to jump over that wall. That was an interesting interaction. He was knocked up, but he was still able to jump.
Because he activated the animation of it first. That's
No,
why.
it was after.
No, he got knocked.
He got knocked up, he got knocked up and then he jumped. I'm not sure. Well, Ramu forced to use Chrono Break to stay alive. I'm not sure what actually happened right there.
He E'd at the same exact time.
Did he? Well,
Yeah.
Ramu.
Ooh.
Going to be a quick kill, going over to the Ezreal, and now this team looks like they were looking so strong, not even 6-7 minutes ago, and they were like a machine, but they reverted back to a team that makes the same mistakes over and over again. They keep getting caught out at the most random places, and they're falling behind as a result of that.
Well, yes, that is true, but their top lane is snowballing in a larger minion wave, so I will just wonder how long will blue team be trying to siege like this?
We'll have to see. They still have a long way until they hit that tower. There's the apprehend. They find Kobe. That's a lot of damage. Final Spark takes him out of the fight. Ramu forced to back off as well. That's going to be the decimate. Absolutely decimating. 10 seconds health bar. Another apprehend. And he finds the first kill. Can he get the second? Yes, he will. The Noxian Guillotine. Look at all those spears. They need to be ripped out, but they can't. Now, Val in a pretty tough spot. He's going to be able to stay alive, but he is so close to dying. He's going to have it his shift to get back to safety. They take the inhibitor tower, and they will be able to take the inhibitor as well. Dragon up right now, and they might just go and rotate over to that. Ooh, team fight though. Final Spark. Ooh, almost finding something. If the light binding had hit, it probably would have forced someone to go back. But just the Final Spark itself. enough
The most surprising thing for me is the fact that the Renekton is not tanky by any means necessary. After all this time, he has still not gotten a
Yeah, it was a mistake.
single real tank item.
It might have been a mistake to even go for the Black Cleaver. He needed to have realized that his role was to be the solo tank for his team, because there essentially isn't one. You have the Echo, he's gonna go tank, but with Tank Echo having been nerfed recently, it's not as strong. And having two frontliners for both your TF and Callista, it's not a bad thing. Right now, you do see Block to the 9. 3 members in that bottom lane. We see SS Fail in the top lane. Ping's going down towards him. You see the Ezreal ultimate just making its way uptown. Chiro just going to be able to clear out that pink ward.
It looks like they're going to try and do the same exact thing they did last game, where they're having for fail shove the top lane, get caught at the expense of a team losing a tower.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is. That's what I was talking about. Once that light binding finds this mark, it might have just been a kill. SS Rafael, absolutely insane. Has so much damage, and he is just absolutely destroying anyone that comes into range of him. He's able to force away 3 members of Icebreakers by himself.
Yep, and that is the second inhibitor going down.
And they will be able to get that top inhibitor. Apprehend finds the Callista, and they find a kill. Trebro getting it. And this is going to be the third inhibitor tower going down. The third inhibitor will fall momentarily. This is just going to be the beginning of the end. Ramu just going to back away. But that's so much damage. Can they get it? Chrono break to stay alive, but he just chrono breaks to his death. Trebro looking for something. Light binding on to 10 seconds. Damon goes down, knocks the guillotine. Second one, and a third one. Triple kill, and the surrender.
And that is the surrender coming out.
What a game. 9 kills, 5 deaths, and 8 assists for SS Rafael, doing so much damage, and he topped the damage chart again. Well, I don't think he topped the last
No,
game.
it was Vel who topped it the first game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the finals match is up and ready. It's going to be Black to the 9 and Something's Wrong with, actually, I can't see their full name. Something's Wrong Here. Let's see who can win. But until then, we're going to take a small 5-minute break. We will return shortly. Well, I have returned. Looks as though we're just going to be waiting for my co-caster to return, and when he does, we will get underway. We will be underway with the finals match of the League of Legends Open number 14, hosted by Reverie eSports. So this is actually pretty interesting. I could actually look at the stats for these teams. Let's actually check it out right now. Looks as though well, actually, it might be wrong due to the fact that Black to the Nine has not they haven't been using the tournament codes, so Battlefy did not factor them in when showing me the stats. So keep that in mind, guys. But it looks as though the top KDAs, the top KDA so far in this tournament, all three of them belong to Something's Wrong Here's players. Brachiosaurus Rex has a KDA of 52. Zhao Longsun is at 44, and Miru is at 23. So pretty impressive. Looks as though RFC Robin, he's picked up 32 kills for himself. Icebreaker Sours Kobe. Yeah, it makes sense that he's at 0 deaths, seeing as how his game was not exactly recorded. Meanwhile, the most picked champions have been Evelyn, Janna, Malphite, Lee Sin, Shen, Lux, and Jinx, all at 3. We do see the appearance of LeBlanc, Alistar, and Savior. They're all at 1 pick. Meanwhile, highest GPM belongs to Tentacle from Game 1 at 416. He unfortunately was kicked off. Top team KDA, Something's Wrong Here at 18.4. Just some stats to share with you guys as we are. Who had the most damage last game? It was Darius. There it is.
Something I wanted to point out is the team that is going to the finals. They are their ranked team name happens to be probably the most disappointed team right now.
I'm sorry?
Their actual ranked team name is probably the team that everybody is most disappointed in at Worlds right now.
That is true.
But it's not Cloud, or it's not CLG.
I mean, no one expected TSM to do well. No one expected that. So I would not say that. I would not say that people are most disappointed in them. People are actually most disappointed in CLG.
I'm not. I actually half expected it. Yes, Rip Dyrus.
You know who I expected to do well? You know who I expected to do well? LGG. You know what happened? Do you know how many points I'm at in my pick'ems right now? I'm at 22 points because of LGD.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the first two stages, I picked perfect. I had 32 out of 32 points.
You know what? I don't know what you were on when you were doing your pick'ems. I don't understand how did you predict Yo Flash was at number 1?
Because Yoey Flash Wolves actually did very good in their region, and they rebuilt themselves as a team over time. Whereas CLG, I knew that even if they did well in the day one, they would flop because every team would learn their game and adjust to it and know how to beat it very easily. Personally, I've always thinked, and haters want to hate, but I've always think that Doublelift is still a bit past his prime. Yes, he talks shit a lot. Yes, he is easily one of the best AD carries in the NA scene. Is he the best? No. Does he have the best mechanics now? No. Does he have the best decision choices? Hell no. Actually, him and Wild Turtle together probably have the worst decision choices out of the AD carries.
I don't think anyone will disagree with you. I don't think anyone will disagree with that.
All right, and we are now into Champion Select for the first game of the finals. Once everybody connects.
And there it is. This is going to be a best of 3, I believe, actually.
Yes.
So we could be seeing a bit of innovation, I'd have to say. Teams can actually afford to lose. So let's actually see what these guys come out with. Azir, Fior getting banned away by Black79. Meanwhile, Darius Mordekaiser from Something's Wrong here. Gangplank is going to be the last ban from Black79. It's going to be Nidalee rounding it out.
Either they were paying attention to the last game, or they don't like Nidalee.
They might not like Nidalee.
I wonder if we're going to see any assassins coming out this game. Looks like we're going to be hovering to see yet another Lux coming out. Out of the games that we have seen, it has been 3 for 3 for Jukester so far. Well, yeah. 2 for 3. Now it is 3 for 3. So, yeah. There we are. And Shen immediately locked in afterwards. And then an Evelyn pick. Evelyn. We haven't seen Evelyn in a while now, have we?
Actually, you were gone when I was rattling off these stats. Evelyn's actually tied for the most played in today's tournament.
In today's? Oh.
Yeah. She's been picked 3 out of 10 games. Now she's picked 4 out of 10 games.
I guess they wanted to keep Evelyn on it, because if she wasn't picked this game, then Lux would be tied 3 out of 10 games. Well, 3 out of 11 games.
Yes.
Although she is up there still.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised Janna isn't on there as picked.
It's Evelyn, Janna, Malphite, Lee Sin, Shen, and Lux, and Jinx.
Huh. Rek'Sai and Tristana picked.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Rek'Sai yet, so I'm kind of happy to see it.
Yeah, I saw Rek'Sai last week, so.
It looks as though Black79, after the tougher game last time, after that tough game against Icebreaker, Sour probably didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go. They're going to revert to more team-based composition. Meanwhile, do you see the Ashe and Leona hovered in? Ashe is locked in, but yeah, there it is, Leona.
That is a very dangerous bot lane. Ashe Leona. Because all you need is one of the ults to land, and then you can't move for like 5 seconds. Not to mention with the Goon Squad Shen Evelyn play.
Meanwhile, Bell hovering over the Ezreal right now.
Quickly switch to a Tom Kench, which is very, very strong in the top lane. It does look like they are going to be both... Oh no! A last second switch to Gnar. So we have the team comp for the blue side once again. Lux, Gnar, Tristana, Alistair, and Rek'Sai. Now it seems like we are just waiting on our last pick on the purple side. I really don't understand why they still call it purple team when the team's red now.
Yeah, I think Rice just so I have a theory. The reason why they don't fix that is because do you recall? Well, yeah, you said you started in season 3, correct?
Yes.
So you might not have remembered this because I think it happened in season 3. They attempted at adding the damage that Smite does. You know how it shows in the buff and debuff bar?
Yes.
They previously tried to do it by adding it right on top of the actual icon in the on your UI. When they did that, there was a patch in which they did that. And in that patch, they broke Flash, so it had no cooldown.
Yes, I remember. Actually, that happened back at the very end of Season 2. Because that was when the video was released where somebody was jungling Urgot, and they were literally just flashing all around the map and smiting everything. Because when they broke Flash, it did it to all other summoner spells the person was using as well. Yeah. Whenever you used Smite, whenever you had Smite, Flash was on an instant cooldown.
Exactly. So I have a theory that because of that, they don't change it, because if they change it to red, they're going to somehow break something random in the game where like maybe there's just no cooldowns for like one champion. Something like that. That's my theory. Yeah,
but they did that on the PBE already. Now, what is going on? Okay.
Is it red on the PBE?
No. I mean, like, they did it on the PBE already. When they actually were changing the mechanics of the trinket wards and the pink wards and all of that, they ended up breaking Teemo's ultimate with when the infinite Sightstone glitch was made. Exactly. So Teemo's ultimate had no cost, and you can place them every second. And there was no cooldown.
Exactly. This is why they don't change it to red. Because they're going to break some random thing.
Yes, but see, the counteraction to that theory is this is the client shell, whereas that is the game shell.
Shadow.
Yes.
It was a joke.
I know.
You're going way too far into this.
But that's who I am. I'm an analyst. I have to destroy jokes. It's my job.
You're a terrible analyst.
It's because you keep analyzing this stuff instead of letting me do it.
You don't talk.
You never give me room to.
Okay. Okay.
Like you didn't call out that, you know, they have a LeBlanc with teleport. It's another double teleport match we have going on.
More like 4 teleport match because Shen has it. No, 5 teleport. Shen has a teleport. Then he has Stan United. Then LeBlanc has teleport. That's 3. Then
6.
he has Distortion, and then he has the Mimic Distortion. So bam, that's 5.
You also forgot about Rek'Sai's ultimate.
I said on red team. On red team they have 5. If I want to count Rek'Sai, then that's 8.
Unless you also want to count the Tristana bug, in which case it would be 9.
But that bug doesn't. Oh yeah. Wait, is that still a thing?
Yes, it is. They still have not fixed it.
I don't know if it's been recent.
I saw one. I actually saw one happen in a Spectate Live game last week.
Okay then.
It was a Jarvan ulting on top of a Tristana at the same time she ulted, and Jarvan went flying. He ended up landing in Baron Pit and then dying because of his Cinder Hulk triggered Baron, and he was about a quarter health. And it was at 22 minutes. So, well, we are going to be getting into the game now. As soon as my screen loads.
Yeah.
This is why I need another stick of RAM.
You need an SSD.
Stop it, you.
Well, into this champion select, let's go for the skin wards. It's going to be Dino Nari, Turnum Rek'Sai, Steel Legion Lux, not connected, that's a new skin, and Infernal Alistar for the Black to the 9 team.
And on the other side, we have the Something's Wrong team with Blood Moon Shen in the top lane, Evelynn in the jungle, LeBlanc in mid lane, Amethyst Ashe in bot lane with a Leona as the support. Oh, there's the Rocket Girl Tristana. I was gonna say, I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Well, there it is. Good luck, have funds have come out, and these teams are ready. This is going to be the first match of the best of 3 of tonight's tournament. Both of these teams looks as though they're going to be going for a somewhat aggressive standpoint. The entirety of Black to the 9 going towards that top lane jungle. They might actually catch out Mary right now. There's a ward just gonna be placed. They see the entirety of Black to the 9, so they know exactly where they are. I just realized something. In the past couple of games, Black to the 9, they've always placed themselves in LCS order.
Yes.
I like them for that.
Yeah.
They have a +1 in my book just for that.
Why do they have a +1 in your book? You're not the one who has to move this stuff around.
What do you mean? I do it. I do it anyways because it looks nicer.
True.
Now, if only Riot would let you move the side ones, the side portraits. Then
see that is more of the reason of the theory of they're afraid they'll break something.
Yeah, oh, there it is. Miru. Forced to flash away from the light binding. But I mean, you can move the ones on the bottom.
Yes. But that's an interactive part. These are supposed to be staple parts. I mean, they literally added in just a new thing, and they almost broke something when they did that.
Yeah, that is true. Riot breaks a lot of things. Let's just leave it at that. Well, we have a double jungle coming out, but this time it's going to be the double jungle in the enemy's jungle, and a lane swap as well. We'll have to see what the bottom lane for Something's Wrong here decides to do. Looks as though they're going to go for the fast push. Right here, I think the best option. Whoa, this is going to be a four-man gank onto Miru. He's going to get the taunt off, but it's still going to be first blood for Tree Bro. And right here, you have to send Leona to the top lane. Unless they go for the fast push. You know,
even still, they're not going to be able to do anything. They're just going to fast push this tower down. And if Shen stays, if they aim to get Shen, or if Shen still stays alone in the top lane, and they don't get anything out of the bot lane there, then they're just, oh, Shen just teleported bot. So they are going to probably continue to keep pushing this.
Yeah, and we can see that Black for the 9, they're just going to let the tower kill as many minions as possible, so they're denying as much experience. And we'll have to see. They did not push this correctly, and a large part of that was because RFC Robin, he just kept jungling instead of coming down to the bottom lane to help them clear minions. And this is a lot of time that they have spent trying to take this tower down, and they might not even be able to do it. You can see Alistar making his way there along with the Tristana. Yeah, they're not even able to take that tower down, so this is a huge advantage already for Black to the 9. RFC Robin really needed to have been down there to help his team. You can see it's only a couple hits from dying, but if he had been there, it would have been, that tower would have gone down.
Well, the tower still probably will go down.
Yes, but in this small time, they can't spend the gold. Vel and Pseudo, they spent the gold that they received, so they have an immediate advantage. Right now, SS for Phil, he's in a bad spot. He might just go down right here, and it's gonna go over to Miru.
So there is that respite for that first blood, but it does look like, I mean, the thing is, you also have to look at it. If bot lane does, I mean, like, a Brawler's Glove on a Tristana, it might help a bit. You know, there is that gold difference, but at the same exact time, like, Ashe should still be able to out-trade this Tristana very early.
Well, she's out of mana right now, so pretty unlikely for that to happen. Val and Pseudo just continuing to push towards the tower of Something's Wrong here.
Yeah, but you also got to think of the fact that, you know, maybe Brachiosaurus in reverse want it pushed, because this also opens up an opportunity for a dive on the other side.
Yeah, well, there's the rack side Tree Bro looking to go in. There's the tower. It's on him, and he's going to go down. Brachiosaurus takes it. Looks as though he went in way too early.
I don't think it was so much he went in way too early. I don't think he anticipated that many minions dying so quickly, because there were only 2 or so minions left.
Yeah, there it is. There's the Zenith play. It goes down onto Pseudo-Ville, just gonna rocket jump away. And actually, because of the Rek'Sai dying, Brachiosaurus has blue buff now. He can continue putting pressure. Didn't expect that, and his team's gonna pay for it, especially that bottom lane. Right now, Magi is again onto Jukester. He's been extremely confident these past few matches.
Well, with that gold lead gain, he can be very confident against this LeBlanc, especially with a huge CS lead.
Yeah, but with the 2 kills that The something's wrong here is picked up. That gold lead is essentially gone, and it's actually going to be picked up for something's wrong here. Nearly close to being similar.
But only for the individuals. You also gotta look. The one kill, the first blood, was given over to Rex Sai, who is their jungler, and is going to be building tank. Whereas on the other hand, the kills were given to Shen, which gave him a huge recovery boost, not to mention all of that free farm in the top lane. And then the second kill was given over to Ashe. And the only... Eddie, here's that dive that I was talking about. They can literally just dive them and take this tower if they get a good enough playoff.
Well, there it is, Pseudo. He's going to flash in. Here comes the Sand United. And Brachiosaurus starts forced away. There's Bell. Rocky jumping away. Pseudo's going to go down. And there it is. RFC Robin might be able to get this. Tower's on him. And he's going to go down, actually.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
They take the tower. And they back away. They're not going to be able to take the dragon, especially without their jungler being there right now. Meanwhile, we do see Trevro just continuing to farm Evelyn's jungle. Zhao Longsun just waiting. Rex, I know that the LeBlanc is there, but it's so difficult to gank the LeBlanc. It might not even be worth it unless Jukester manages to find a good light binding.
Now, look at the situation in which bot lane is in now.
Yeah, there it is. Distortion just gets away. And now, yep, there's the Avarice Blade. He knows that he's not going to be able to fight this Ashe right now, so he goes for it. Goes for the passive gold gain. Meanwhile, Brachiosaurus with the, Final Spark. A little bit too late right there. Brachiosaurus with the BF sword and the pickaxe. Zhao Longsun didn't get the blue buff from RFT Robin, so...
No, RFT got it.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said. He didn't get it. So he's gonna have to back away. Pseudo and Vel, they don't have a tower. They have nowhere to back off to, so they're gonna have to make sure they have pink wards for their flanks. Otherwise, RFT Robin will just walk in and get a really nice ultimate off.
LeBlanc opting to go for the Morello even after being punished so much by this Lux so far.
Yeah, she's really confident in her abilities, and
once she starts applying a lot of pressure, she should be able to get some kills off of Jukester. It's gonna be difficult. I'm not saying it's not going to be, but she can solo kill the Lux. SS for Vale on the other hand in the top lane, level 6 to level 7. He's doing fairly well for himself. We do see Trebro again showing himself in the top lane. There's Miro with the dash. Should not be able to get away. That's going to be SS for Fail looking for the swipe. They find it, and Miro, he's going to be going down. There is the flash kill going over to SS for Fail. Dragon will be secured by something's wrong here, so a small consolation prize. Rocket Jump going to be used by Vel, and that target is going to be Pseudo. He's going to pop the Unbreakable Will, so he should be able to get away. RFT Robin will be spotted, but he's just going to back off again. And there's Shrevo going back once again. There's the flash, and it's not going to matter. He still will be knocked up. Jukester didn't find the light binding, so Zhao will be able to survive for now, but this tower is going to take a lot of damage. Not going to go down. And here comes Leona and Evelyn. Trevro knows that RFT is waiting on the backside. Now he's got to be careful. RFT goes in, takes away the Raptors with the smite. Brachiosaurus is going to back off. Trebro, really aggressive, forces the flash from that Ashe, and that's really good for them. Without the flash, she's going to be fairly immobile, and it's really only the Leona that's going to be protecting the Ashe, and if she can't move and run anywhere, it just makes everyone's job a lot easier to try and get that Ashe out of the fight.
Now that mid tower is definitely just going down. It's gone.
Yeah, looks as though they're gonna be rotating over to the bottom lane as well, so they're gonna continue this rotation. They can actually continue pushing. It looks like delayed response.
Whereas on the other hand, Shen is just backing at top.
Yeah, looks as though they're not gonna allow this team to continue pushing that bottom lane tower. So they just back off for now. Well, we're just going to be used to get back to the jump. Wants to continue farming.
That's for sure. Now, something a little auspicious. Usually you see Evelyn be going tanky with, you know, the AD item. This build of Robin's is just AP. He's got the ninja tabby boots on,
yeah, but
he's got that
rune
blade.
SS for fail, so close to dying. Gonna be a Meganar shortly, so he will be able to survive. Nice double swipe onto Miru and RT Robin. There's the Untitled Chapter coming in from downtown. Robin gets the first kill onto Fail. Pseudo still tanking up all of this, and Robin now forces away. There's the Fuse Blade, a really aggressive rocket jump by Bell. He's looking for something. There's the flash. Buster shot finds the one kill. Now Zalong Su needs to be careful. He's got a distortion away, and there's Bell again with the aggression. He's looking for something. Trebro gonna go down. Brachiosaurus finds the kill. Bell gonna use heal. There's the explosive shot. Can he get this onto Zalong? No, he can't. There's another rocket jump, but another distortion keeps LeBlanc alive.
Very, very, very different fight that we have going on there. Between all of the different types of cleanups, it was originally just to catch on to Gnar, but it quickly just escalated and just kept going between Gnar switching it up, between Alistair going in, Rek'Sai coming in, and then they've finally taking Evelyn down, and then Ashe coming in at the fight in the end and taking down Rek'Sai.
Yeah, reverse go. Ooh, maybe looking for the Zenith Blade onto someone. Jukester gonna go back right now. Dragging up in a minute and 30 seconds, so they're gonna want to be healthy for when that comes up.
Meanwhile, Tristana is just getting bigger and bigger, free farming in the bot lane. She's catching up to Ashe quickly due to the Avarice Blade, even if she does.
That's interesting. She used the final spark, and now it actually will be up. It's only a minute cooldown, so never mind. I thought by using final spark right there it would not be up for the dragon fight, but it's only a minute cooldown, so it will be up in time for when dragon does spawn. Goes back right now, has the Merlin out, has the Magina Soul Stealer and the Athene's Unholy Grail. So LeBlanc gonna have a tough time assassinating her out of these fights, and with the amount of protection that Vel has, might be a bit of a problem taking her down as well. Meanwhile, right there, Miru going towards the top lane. We do have the teleport for SS for fail, so both of those top laners will have opportunities to make their way to the fight when it does break out. Dragon has just spawned. Trebro smiting away the Scuttle Crab. That's still going to be another 10 seconds for his smite to come back up, but he does have one more charge of it, so he will be fine. That's a lot of damage. True, gonna have to be careful. Jukester coming in from the sidelines, but he just walked over a ward. Had to be careful of an assassination attempt. Meanwhile, Pseudo, Vel coming in from the backside. There's the Stand United. They find Robin right now. Nice. Solo player finds Trevor, but we have Vel. He's on the backside. He stuns out and he's taken down. So quickly in the fight. Shutdown going over to the Ash. And now this might just be the fight going over to the red team. But no, it's not. It's going to be 3 for 1 so far. Pseudo still alive. Reverse scale locked down, and this is gonna be Brachiosaurus finally taken out. Reverse scale, the last surviving member, but he doesn't matter all too much in the grand scale of things. This is just another kill for Block to the 9. Who's gonna get it? It's gonna be Pseudo. Let's be honest. There's the ignite actually. Pseudo might just fall once that shield breaks down. Nope. There it is.
The double shield is very, very strong. So in that fight, it seemed like they burned everything to try and get to Jukester and were unable to actually reach him. And he repositioned with Pseudo right in front of him and ended up taking down everybody else, essentially. With Gnar and his range doing % health damage. He wasn't Mega Gnar at that time. But he still did a lot of damage against this team, which doesn't have very much resistances.
Yeah, and you saw Vel. She essentially had no influence in that fight. She got locked down and taken out so quickly that she couldn't do anything. But then, as a result of that, you had a fight going down. Vel might just be going down. Rocket Jump going to be used, and the heal as well. But the Agony's Embrace with the slow is going to secure the kill for Robin. Like I was saying, you had the fight go down, and Reverse Scale and Brachiosaurus, they're on one side of the wall, completely away from the rest of the team. So when they managed to find the kill onto Vel, Brachiosaurus had such a delayed impact in the fight past the initial kill. And they really needed her to continue outputting the damage. They possibly could have had a chance at winning, but they were so spread far apart that you had Black for 9 just pick one side, take them out, and then change their focus onto the other side.
Well, the other major thing is that LeBlanc lost most of her health from just the Gnar alone. And then after she went back to her distortion and immediately ended up getting caught by a Lux Binding. And soon to be dead right after that from a Final Spark.
Yeah, really nice awareness by Blocks of the 9 so far, and they're looking quite strong, a lot better than that last game. Evelyn will be able to secure that rev up. There's Jukester going in, but so little damage being traded over right there. Solo Player will be denying the continued aggression, but there's Archie Robin on the backside, locked down by the live binding. Can't get alive. Jukester still alive. There's the final spark, doing so much damage. Miru will be going down. Bell, Rocket jumping in so aggressively, but the swipe from Gnar not going to be able to find anyone because it's already down. But this Tristana will be able to just melt through these towers.
From what I can see, the biggest problem that Something's Wrong has is that they do not have a major burst damage player, which is surprising from a LeBlanc.
Yeah, you saw her use 2 abilities onto Jukester. 0 damage. Past the shield, it did nothing.
Well, it's because those 2 abilities are probably not the ones that she leveled up. The W, right, as it stands right now, the W activation on the Sigil of Malice is probably her most leveled skill. Yes, it is. And then it is the Sigil of Malice right after that. So when you activate the Sigil of Malice using your distortion, it will do the most damage. But as it stands right now, all she is doing is distorting in Sigil of Malice and then one of her chains, and it just doesn't do any damage output whatsoever.
And a large part of that is because of the front line that is being provided for Jukester. She has to distortion in just to put Toka down. And like you said, as a result of that, she just can't output her maximum amount of damage, and she is suffering as a result of that.
Well, I don't even think it's just because of the front line. I think it's if she distortions in, she instantly gets caught by a light binding.
Yeah. Well, right now, there's another fight. There's the Xenoblade going to be used. She's so far back. A nice solo player, but they just can't do anything. Agony Compression is going to be used. Treebro going on to RP Robin, but she might be going down. Rek'Sai, can you stay alive? No, you can! SS for fail now. He's just away from his team, and she's going down as well. RP Robin now. Got to be careful. Just going to be sidestepping a lot of that CC, and with a quick escape, stays alive. Zhao Long Sun, though,
lost half health with just a single Lucent Singularity.
And right now, Val, back off, man. You can't continue push. You can't continue being aggressive against that.
Now, I do want to point out, although it's not always the best thing to point out, Zhao Long's son tried to just use her distortion over the wall in order to get a better angle, and then right after she did, she used her mimic, but completely missed.
They're going for the Baron. Hawkshot's going to spot this coming up, but they don't do that much damage yet. And this is not guaranteed. Treebro goes in, but he's so far out, he can't do anything just yet. There's the final spark. They find a kill onto Brachiosaurus, so they take him out. There's going to be the building. It's been thrown. Can they find someone? They find reverse scale. He's going to do this blade in because he knows he's going to die. Jukester gets the kill. And now they should be able to get this Baron, but they are so low. It's going to be so risky.
Eva is still up.
Robin, no, he's gonna go down, or he's forced away. Zalong, even with the double distortion, he can't get a kill, and this will be him going down to Vel, and now the Baron is essentially guaranteed, but they might die to something if they're not careful. The shields, there's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
If only Hawkshot did damage.
I remember when I first started playing, I thought Hawkshot did damage.
You would just throw it at your enemies.
Exactly.
You know, the friend of mine who told me how to play this game, told me when you Hawkshot stuff in lane, when you use Hawkshot, you gain bonus gold on all the stuff you kill with it. I'm like, no, that's not it. It's a passive. It's not how it works.
Let him believe that. Well, we do see the fight going down. Brachiosaurus Rex still forced away so quickly. There's the Meganar. Is you going to see a good swipe? It's only going to hit 2 members, but that's 2 members. Those 2 members are going to go down. Miru locked down. RT Robin's still alive somehow. What? Miru keeping him alive. SS Rafael going over the wall looking for the Ash, and he's going to pay for it with his life. Treebro looking for something. Can he get the knock-up onto Miru? Treebro doesn't have the tunnel just yet, and no casualties, amazingly, on the side of something's wrong here.
But Zhao Long's son did manage to take down SS for fail with the help of Leona.
That was such a hectic team fight. Final Spark going to be used, but not going to find Miru right there. And
just finding a minion. That poor minion.
I'm amazed, even with the Stand United, they were able to, oh my
Bye.
goodness. They find the LeBlanc, reverse skill goes in onto Pseudo, but he is going to die for that double kill for Jukester. He has 20 stacks on them at Jayas now. He is going to be doing so much damage. He also gets the bonus 50% cooldown. They're gonna push down that bottom lane inhibitor, and this is just going to be a huge gold swing. Well, not really a swing, it was already in their favor.
It's a 12,300 gold lead. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. 6010 Lux currently.
Yeah, he is doing so well right now.
And he does have those distortion boots, so his teleport is going to be on a even shorter cooldown.
Yeah, Brachiosaurus, let's see if this red buff can help keep him alive. He's had a lot of issues with that in the past team fights. Looking for that red buff. Tree Bro, he does spot out the pink ward. RC Robin clearing out some vision as well, but they know where she is for the time being, and so they can take advantage of that. And it looks as though their target is going to be that top lane. They're clearing out so much vision in the jungle right now. The hawk shot's going to grant temporary vision, but you can see something's wrong here. Are so scared of entering their own jungle. That's the scrying orb as well has been used. So now there's essentially no way of something's wrong to gain vision of the jungle right now, up and at least until those two are back off of cooldown. You do see Miro in that bottom lane, and the teleport is going to be coming out from Jukester. They actually could have punished that with a solar flare, but they were not in position. Zhao Longsoon, gotta be careful. Missed the chain of corruption. So much poke coming out. If Light Binding finds one person, they're just going to be punished so hard. And they're scared. There's a nice agony to break. He's so tanky. And Turkey Crystal is coming out, but Essence will fail with a nice swipe, denying the engage. This is going to be a huge final spark, hitting so many members. And this will be the reset's going to be gotten by Veil. A quick double kill. Not going to be able to get the triple, but his team is already there to win this game. Super Minions are going to be coming in from that bottom side. This could just be the end of the game for...
It most likely will be.
Yeah.
RFT Robin miraculously made it out alive, but I don't know if he'll be able to do anything in this situation.
He had a huge shield in that fight. After hitting 5 members, I would be surprised if they were able to take him down so quickly. And like you said, this Nexus is going to be going down. Game 1 goes to Blocks in the 9. There's still a Game 2. So let's see if something's wrong here. Can bring it back. We're going to quickly get into this game. We'll be back after a quick 2-minute break. Okay, let's see if my other co-caster is ready, and we will get in shortly.
Yep, I am here, ready and waiting.
All right, so we will... There we go. So once that champion select starts, we'll get into Game 2. There it is. So, what do you think we're going to be seeing taken away, especially after that last game?
Lux might finally be banned. I don't know. They've let him get it 3 games in a row. Lux might be banned. I believe Tristana might be banned. Although, from what we've seen, Tristana being banned might not even be too much of an issue. They might just stick with the same bans, be confident, just try a completely different team comp.
Yeah. Well, we do see the Darius and again the Azir. It looks as though
Well, there's the Rek'Sai ban.
yeah, Blacks and I just don't like Azir.
It just might be the fact that Jukester does not do well against him personally. Especially because he's been playing Lux, a very immobile champion, whereas Azir can move about very quickly as well as slow him to even less mobile abilities.
Yeah. Gangplank going to be banned away once again.
Viger banned. That is actually very surprising. Honestly, I'm surprised that we haven't seen Viger picked. I was kind of expecting a Viger to be picked against this Lux, since Lux has been doing so well recently as well.
Yeah. Vigar, last band. We haven't seen the Vigar even be like. I feel as though he hasn't really had a place in any of the team compositions that have come out from Black to the Nine. So I feel as though that's not a pick that they could have given. That's not a ban. That's a ban they could have let go.
Well, they just picked the Lux away completely.
Yeah, but it looks as though Treebro, he's had the same idea right there. He's taking away the Evelyn.
And as well, it also looks like SS for Fall is looking to pick up Tom Kench. Although he is now hovering Malphite once again. We saw them play Malphite earlier. He did very well. Oh wait, no. No, I'm sorry. We see Malphite being played against him, didn't we? RTT Robin picked up Elise very quickly. It looks like Shen will be taken again.
Yeah. Is that long soon? Hovering over the Shen. Possibly going to be locking that in. He had a lot of success on it last game despite a couple of issues, but I think he will be fine.
Yes, Miru did very well on that Shen. He kept quite a few people alive with that Shen. And it looks like Oriana is now being hovered by Jukester. And Graves is picked up by Vel. Now, this is a very different team comp from what we have been seeing from them.
Yeah. Okay, so the fact that they haven't picked a support in, I have an idea of what they're actually going to be locking in as a support, but it depends highly on the bottom lane that is going to be revealed right now. I'll talk a bit about it after this bottom lane is revealed, but it might have a bit of an idea with the direction that Black to the 9 are going in. Jinx and Syndra support?
No, the Lux is the support. Syndra is mid.
Yeah. Yeah, that is most likely it. So
And before Kennen support?
What I was thinking was this Soraka, because it allows Graves to just be constantly aggressive while keeping him healthy from any backlash. If it's gonna be the Lux and the Jinx, it might not work out. It could work out.
Pool party bot lane.
But with the lockdown that Lux and Jinx have, it just might not be viable. Soraka can't heal Graves up that much. But that is an aggressive bottom lane regardless. They're just gonna hit their spike around level 3. Or level 2. Level 2 really.
It's a level 2 spike.
Yeah.
But no, 2. The reason why I was joking about the in before Kennen support is because look at the red team. What is it that all of them have? Every single person has on their team. AoE.
Oh, I was gonna say
Wombo.
Actually, I don't know what I was gonna say.
They have a huge Wombo.
I was trying to make a joke off of it. They have charisma.
Evelyn's a little bleak for charisma. Same with Oriana. But no, they have a Wombo team. They have a push R to win team. If Summoner spells coming out, double teleports once again. And see, the reason why double teleport is going, they've already released, teleport is definitely going to be getting nerfed, most likely in the cooldown. Honestly, I think teleport should be moved to a type, the same type of way a smite can, where it's, teleport should be a limited to one person type of thing. Either that, or it comes in the form of an item that only one person per team is allowed to buy. I think that would be the way to balance teleport out. Because right now it's just too overpowered. It's just way too strong. Don't you agree, Desi?
Yeah. I do.
So, I do not think that they're going to do a lane swap again this time. I think they're going to, if anything, they're just going to do a flat-out invade on the purple side to blue. I think they will invade something's wrong, because the invade, the level 1 is a little bit stronger on one side.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I mean, Elise has very good sustain, but at the same exact time, she's only got 2 abilities. She's weak early game, whereas she really needs her full kit.
The thing is, if they go for the invade, it's gonna rely so heavily on reverse scales, light binding. You can't go cocoon with Elise, if you're gonna go for the invade. You can't because you essentially make
No. You misunderstand. I believe something wrong is going to get invaded.
Oh yes. Okay. I thought like I knew I know you said that, but then I thought maybe you were looking in their perspective.
No. I was saying I think something's wrong will be the ones to get invaded in this situation, because Elise is like the level ones on all of the teams, or on each of these teams. The level one on I always forget the team name. I'm so horrible at this, or at that. The Black to 9. The level 1 on Black to 9 is a lot better, especially with Graves and Leona. They can afford it. Although they might just be trying to take the Gromp quickly to hit that level 2 and go all in.
Yeah. Well, we're into the loading screen, and now it's time for possibly what could possibly be the final skin wars for tonight. It's gonna be Blood Moon Shen, Victorious Elise, Atlantean Syndra, Firecracker Jinx, and regular Lux.
Versus, in the top lane, SS for Fail as Malphite, Treebro as Masquerade Evelyn in the jungle, Jukester playing Winter Wonder Oriana, Vel playing Mafia Graves, and Pseudo playing Project Leona. They didn't do the pool party bot lane.
Yeah.
Kinda sad.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So by the looks of it, it looks like they are just setting up for defensive positions. It looks like they might have been overhearing me and expecting the invade. Who knows?
That is possible. That is a very large possibility for that. Well, it doesn't look as though any invade will be coming out, so they will be able to. They'll just stay there waiting. This is the twist. They all flash over the dragon pit while in the bush so that ward doesn't spot them, and then they all go in onto that Evelyn and Graves at the same time.
If only Flash had that much distance.
Season 2, man. Season 2.
That was just the size of the bush was so much bigger.
No, Flash had a larger range at that time as well. They reduced the range of Flash like 3 times, I believe.
Yep, it seems Vel and Pseudo are going to be doing that level 1 to get that rushed level 2 on the Gromp.
Pretty standard stuff coming out from them, and I'm surprised to see that after 4 games of doing the same early start, no team has really tried to punish them for it. No team has gone for a quick invade to, one, just prevent the early junglers from having a smooth start, and 2, to stop the bot laners from having that really nice opening. And look at that. This is why you stop it. You could see Brachiosaurus Rex forced away so quickly. Sure, he got a couple auto attacks off, but what did that net him? He is just forced away from the minion line, and he can't even hit level 2 easily anymore.
Well, yes, but you also actually have to remember, Jukester did do an invade.
Oh, there
and
it is.
took
Another Pseudo going in, taking the tower hit, but it doesn't matter. Vel and Pseudo just going to back off.
Jukester did end up taking the small Krug away in actually one of those small invades. when they were doing the double jungle at top lane side.
No, I'm referring to why no team has punished Black to the 9 for doing this stunt.
Oh.
Again, another Zenith Blade, and it's gonna be first blood. Constant Zenith Blade after Zenith Blade, and they've been finding their mark. Pseudo really showing up. That's for Phil. Unfortunately, he can get that cannon wave, and Trebro not gonna be able to get this gank off. So persistent, however, gonna have to back away, fortunately. Zalomson with the Syndra. There's RT Robin. He's gonna find Trebro, and it might be a kill. There's the flash. He's just gonna repel in and a quick auto attack. Gets the kill.
Yep, Evelyn got caught without her stealth up. And the wet noodle fight begins at top lane.
Well, more like... I wouldn't say wet noodle fight just yet. The damage is still there, and a nice cocoon finds Esther Fail. He's gonna flash over the wall before the rappel could... Actually, he flashed away while the rappel was being used, so actually good use of it. He waited just a little bit longer.
9 times out of 10, though.
Oh man, again, Brachiosaurus. That's so much damage! And a really quick kill again in the bottom lane. That is absolutely insane.
That is
for Vel.
That is the Leona Graves combo. You take one of the burstiest ADCs and you give him a damage steroid.
And it is not looking good for that bottom lane. You're gonna need RFT Robin to apply so much pressure for that bot lane to even survive. And there it is. He's in the mid lane right now. Can he get something? Can't even get the flash. Val, oh, this might just be the tower dive. There it is. And reverse scale. He's gonna go down. Couple of auto attacks. He finds it, but a nice light binding. He couldn't do enough damage on the initial burst. I think Buckshot was actually down. If he had that during the initial engage, he would have gotten the kill.
He did save the buck. I think he saved the buckshot for after the flash, because he did do it afterwards, and ended up getting just light. The light binding didn't land on him under tower.
Well, Miru again. He's gonna be punished. Just gonna back off. RFT Robin didn't spot the ward in that bush, so they know exactly where the Elise is right now. But again, with 3 kills to the name, Vel is feeling pretty happy. He could give over a kill to reverse skill. It's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Leona and Graves, they're so powerful right now. The moment they decide to go in, Brachiosaurus, he's going to die. He doesn't have heal up just yet. It's so close to coming off a cooldown. But with no flash, it's not going to matter.
Maybe he should take some advice out of the tutorial. First item, Thornmail, to deal with that burst.
Oh man. Shots fired. Wait, but Thornmail wouldn't help with the burst. Well, it would. Okay, it would help with the burst, but like, why not go for something that gives you more armor?
Thornmail gives you 100 armor. It actually is tied for the most armor item in the entire game.
So then why not just go for Frozen Heart? You get some CDR.
Because Thornmail also is cheaper than Frozen Heart. Thornmail's only 2,200.
Frozen Heart's like 2,600 though, isn't it?
400 gold makes all the difference.
I suppose it is.
Especially as like an early item. I mean, 400 gold is almost the difference between... 400 gold is the difference between a Needlessly and a Blasting Wand.
I suppose so. But we all know that she's not going to get any armor item. Trebro, so close to dying to the Gromp, but he will be able to survive. No aggression coming out just yet. It looks as though they were waiting for the level 6. Vel is 6, but they're waiting for Pseudo to get that solo fire. Once they do, we could possibly see a kill going over. We do see RFT Robin looking around that bottom lane possibly for the engage. And there it is. Pseudo with the solo fire. They find reverse scale, but they saw the Elise cocoon and they back off immediately.
In every sense of the word.
What?
In every sense of backing off immediately, they're backing. They're going back to base.
Well, I suppose so, but they didn't back immediately.
You're right, they got a little delayed.
Yeah. Well, Zhao Longsun just gonna be able to clear out. Oh, finds the stun with the Juicer. Not enough damage to get a kill though. RT Robin joining the fight. Cocoon does find its mark, and this could actually be the kill. That's going to be the unleashed power. And Juicer, can he stay alive? No, he will not. Zhao gets the kill. Pseudo with the roam, but he's alone, and with no one there to back him up, he might be going down as well. There it is, a double kill.
Not exactly sure what Pseudo was thinking there.
Yeah, and you know, 3 kills in the bottom lane so quickly, but they've given up 4 kills. Well, they've given up 3 kills. The 1 kill in the bottom lane, I guess, doesn't count. Still. Wait, when did Treebro die?
Treebro got soloed after the attempted gank mid by RFT Robin.
Oh yes, that is correct. I do recall that now. Well, Treebro might be going down again. So close. One more auto attack. He finds it. Arthur Robin, can he get another one? He's going to go down to Jukester. Jukester stunned up by Cocoon, but Pseudo, he's there to provide that stare. Zhao will be going down. Double kill for this Orianna. Can this be a triple? Miru will be able to taunt himself away.
So overall, a 1-for-2 exchange with the buffs going over
Vel,
to Orianna.
He still gets the kill. Vel locked down by the light binding.
Vel saved all of his burst for that one moment. He's already got BF sword and pickaxe. He will be getting his Infinity Edge very, very shortly.
Yeah, right now, Ancestor fail. In that top lane, low on health and a little bit low on mana as well, so he's gonna back away right now with the no magic mantle in his inventory. Most likely gonna be seeing the Spectre's cowl. There it is.
Or, oh, okay. I was gonna say, or Abyssal Scepter. Never mind.
Well, Earth Scale just gonna be clearing out some vision away from that jungle. Pseudo with the Xenoblade finds a reverse scale, but no one on his team's there to follow it up. We do see the dragon being started, but they're actually gonna find out. Zhao Long soon right now. Treebro with the shield on him, just gonna keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's RT Robin, but that's the damage onto Zhao. But can they take him down? They do find a Jukester, gets it. Vel gotta have to back away. There's the Sumega Death Rocket, almost getting the kill right there. Jukester actually might be taken down. Robin doing so much damage. He's gonna have to back away. Final Spark not going to find anything. That tower, big tower, will be going down. Pseudo though, so aggressive. He's looking for something, and they find Robin. The teleport coming out from Estus for Phil. Unstoppable force. Can they find Brachiosaurus? And they might just be able to flash. Not enough. If he is, he will be able to flash. There's a flash solar flare. Pseudo, he thought it'd do more damage. He just kept going, and he would have gotten the kill.
That's the top lane tower going down after Malphite abandoned post to go help in the mid lane.
Yeah, one more minion there. Treba is tanking up that tower. He's going to be able to back away, and that tower will go down in the mid lane.
Not as much as a commanding game as last game, but it's still very much their lead. Already at 13 minutes in with a 2,000 gold lead.
Well, right now, neither teams have really gone to attempt the dragon just yet, and it doesn't look as though Black to the 9 will be going for it anytime soon, especially with SS for Fail making his way down to that top lane. And a lot of vision being placed around it by Something's Wrong, but they aren't looking to the attempt either. Vel, gotta be careful. Gonna be locked down by the cocoon, and there's the stun coming out from Syndra. Robin gets the kill. I feel as though he should have just given that over to Longsun.
I don't know, but Vel did try and dash out, but the stun did come through from Syndra, preventing that from happening.
Yeah, Miru just battling out of SS for Phil, and this is the wet noodle fight that we were talking about before. It's a lot more prominent. They are just doing so little damage to each other. There's the dragon, hasn't started by Something's Wrong here. They will be able to secure it. Jukester might be looking for a fight. This is gonna be fine with taking 15 golds.
All those fighterlings. Good riddance.
You hate
Not a
spiders.
fan of spiders.
Makes sense. Not a lot of people are. Shibro just in the enemy jungle looking for someone, but he's gonna back off.
You saw that reverse scale did place that ward there, so fortunately he wasn't spotted himself.
That's unfortunate. The pink ward in the river bush does not see the ward placed by Something's Wrong here.
Yes, but Something's Wrong here hasn't seen that pink ward in the river bush either. That pink ward was actually there first.
Yeah.
And Zhao Longsun is the one who placed that secondary ward.
Oh,
Didn't
Vel
spot the pink.
locked down by the light binding, the chompers as well, but here it comes. There's the Stand United. Can they get this kill before it comes out? No, they can't. Miru joining the fight. Vel knows he's probably going to die, but he's still going to dash away. There's the final spark. Not going to find a spark. Miru should be able to get this kill. There's the Malphite coming in, and this is going to be Vel staying alive. Miru might be going down as a result of this, but he doesn't have the damage. Shrivo backing off. RF Robin doing so much damage. He should be able to get away, but there's the Elise. There's so much. Can the cocoon come back out in time? No, it cannot. Actually, Treebro gets the kill. The towers. Super Mega Death Rocket downtown. Who is it going to find? It's going to get no one.
No, it got a field goal. That's about it.
Oh, well, there's the Shockwave used by Oriana right there. Miru turning it around, but this is going to be Shen getting punished. Can he get away? He does not have Flash available, and this might just be Vel getting it. Nope. Gotta be SS for Fail.
And they are now in position to shove down mid lane quite a bit. It will be delayed.
Yeah, Final Spark gonna be used to delay that, but it doesn't clear out the entire wave. Losing Singularity does the trick, though. They do a nice bit of damage onto that tower. SS for Fail going to have to back away. He's taking a lot of return damage. Back to the 9. Black to the 9. They're just going to back off for now. You do see the Infinity Edge for Vel, and Brachiosaurus, without an Infinity Edge just yet, he is really falling behind. At 88 CS for him, meanwhile, his counterpart with 140. He is looking so strong right now. And Brachiosaurus is still about 800 gold away from the Infinity Edge. He's sitting on 400 gold right now, so he's got a bit to go still. Miru and SS for fail. Trading blows again, but SS was actually fighting the minion wave that gives Miru a small advantage, especially since he gains health. SS for failed. With the addition of Jukester, this is just going to be Miru going down. Shockwave to secure the kill. Long Sun looking for the stun, but he's not going to be able to get it. True Bro, there's the Agony's Embrace, and the kill goes over to him. This tower in the top lane will be going down as well. A really quick rotation, and they might just continue pushing down. You know they don't have Syndra. You know Jinx is in the bottom lane. You only really have to worry about the Lux and the Elise. You have the minions to do. You have the minions to tank it up for you for a small amount of time, and they could possibly get this tower as well. RFT Robin will be caught up by the Zenith Blade. It's gonna go down. Brachiosaurus Rex just gonna try and take this tower down. He does manage to get it. Robin, though, gotta be careful. Pseudo, so much damage, and he's taken out. San United use Wells. They're looking for Jukester. Flash not available for Miru, so no hope of the Flash Taunt. Or Taunt Flash, however you like to do it. Infinity Edge competed by Brachiosaurus Rex, so he's gonna have a small spike in power, but the burst damage coming out from Vel is still going to be quite a bit for something's wrong here. Close to a 4,000 gold lead. Not something that is impossible to overcome, but it's going to be difficult for them. Final Spark gonna be used, but it's not gonna be able to secure the tower. Pseudo with the Solar Flare, but no backup, and the Zenith Blade doesn't find that Jinx. Meanwhile, Trubro and SS for fail. They know Trubro is there. The pink ward spots him out. Let's see what the fight happens. SS for fail, though, he's still going down. Nothing that Trubro can do right there. The turnaround does come out, and Pseudo does manage to find the lockdown. Yeah, we're going to see the Shockwave when it comes out. They're looking for something, and a beautiful Shockwave. 3 members, the immediate burst, double kill for this Evelyn, and Vel will be able to assist in cleaning up those fights. 4 kills going over.
Yep, it is.
9.
This game is just snowballing more and more and more. There's just absolutely nothing that Something's Wrong can do. So something is definitely wrong, and they don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, and now we see Black to the 9, they're just going for this Baron play. They know the death timers. They know that they're all spawning up right now, but they are confident they can do this in time. Final Spark is available for reverse skill, so he could possibly get a snipe onto someone while the magic resist is being lowered. Let's see if he can get it onto someone. He's in range, but he's not going to shoot it off. Baron has been secured, and they will be able to take full advantage of it.
Yep, and it looks like a Phantom Dancer is going to be coming out from Vel very shortly, because he already has the Crit Cloak and the Brawler's Gloves. Yep, there it is, the completed Phantom Dancer. Evelyn looks to be going a full AP tank. She has her Rylai's. She looks like she's going for a Banshee's Veil next. Malphite having all of the components, but still not a finished item yet, except for his Ninja Tabi boots.
Yeah, it's really strange to see that, and I feel as though he wants a little bit of everything, but it's really hurting him more than really helping him, really. Pseudo caught out by that cocoon, but all the damage is still there, and Robin trying to turn this around onto Jukester. He's gonna back away. The shot really finds the Shen, however, and Robin, can he find this? He does get it onto Jukester, and that's gonna be Veil taken out as well. What is happening to this Black to the 9 team? A double kill for Robin. Meanwhile, we have Estes Rafael and Chiro in the bottom lane. They will be able to take the tower in the bottom lane, but still 3 kills, all of them being caught out of position.
They were just getting a little too cocky, I think.
Yeah, and this isn't the first time that they've shown this cockiness. They got to be careful. Granted, they are up 1 win, but do you really want to go? Do you really want this to go to game 3?
This is true.
Tree
Malphite does have his Abyssal Scepter now.
He was sitting on a ward. He's going to be taunted out. He does have enough resistance to stay alive for a huge time. So he will be able to back away from this. But a nice light binding. It's actually going to be the Storm like a Death Rocket that finds the kill.
Well, even if he was sitting on a ward, doesn't seem like it would have done anything because he's Evelyn.
Yeah, but when you get in vision of the ward, you can actually see the Evelyn.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like the way with the wards work is like if you are able to, if your vision radius enters the bush vision radius, like enters the bush, then you can actually see the Evelyn.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It pops up like the bush isn't even there at all.
Yeah.
For the Evelyn. But that wasn't it. They were all collapsing on top of her. So they had to have seen her go through the red buff before then.
I think it was just pure chance. Because it's unlikely that it's unlikely that they thought that she would be in there. I believe it was pure chance. That's gonna be a shockwave. They find Zhao Long soon, but now they're gonna set their sights onto Miru. Can he stay alive? It doesn't look as though he will be able to. And there's Robin. He's gonna go down in the back line. Meanwhile, we do see Vel. He's taken out quickly, and there's a double kill for this Drake Brachiosaurus. Is he gonna get the triple? No, Robin's gonna get it for himself. Trebro, he wasn't even with the team.
I think they're still being quite cocky and everything.
Now, Trebro, that was a 4v5 fight.
Yes.
Trebro wasn't even with this team, and he's not getting anything out of this.
Not to mention they wasted 2 of their ultimates on just the Syndra.
Yeah, you really need to be more scared of RFT Robin at this point. She's doing a bit more damage, and she's quite a bit more resilient.
Well, yes, but Syndra still has, I mean, even with the Luden's Echo and Athene's, like, she still has the capabilities to just blow somebody up completely.
Oh, I'm not denying it. I'm just saying you have to consider it less of a priority. Right now, they take this dragon. Gonna be the second one for them, and let's see if the fight does go down. These fights are so back and forth. RC Robin, the one gonna be locked up on his own from here, though. On the backside, that's 4 members of Shockwave absolutely doing nothing. And Robin, Super Death Rocket doesn't find Pseudo. RC Robin, they just stay united. Can they find it? They will be able to take out Miru, but this is still gonna be a fight. Brachiosaurus gets the reset, but he's taken down. He's so far away from his team, and that's gonna be reverse scale going down as well. Zhao Long soon. There's the unstoppable force. It's gonna find the kill. RC Robin out of mana, but he will be able to walk away. These fights, man.
Yes, they're very, very, very odd in some situations. Like, I was surprised that SS for Fail waited that long to use his unstoppable force.
I think it was off. It wasn't on cooldown. It wasn't off cooldown because he used it in that last fight.
Yes, but he died and respawned in that time. That's still like 40 seconds. Look how close it is. It's almost up already.
It's 100-second cooldown. It's only half off right now.
I know.
It's not even been 50 seconds.
I know, that's what I mean. It's half off, and he's, like, Cinder has already revived, and that's a 30-second death timer.
Yeah, I know, it wasn't up at the time. When he was fighting, it wasn't up.
Hmm.
Well, right now, Baron up in 30 seconds. Maybe Blacks of the Nine go for it one more time and they can take full advantage of it. They did just get absolutely destroyed when they had it last time. Bringing out some vision for them. We do see Vel and Trebro making their way to the pit, and they're fighting without the 80 carry and jungler right now. And now Trebro, he finds out Robin. Can he get this kill? They force him away for the time being.
Trying to keep control over this Baron pit in its entirety.
Yeah, and they're going to be going for it right now. And they started. They're actually melting it very quickly with the assistance of Brave and Leona. This is steroid, and they won't be able to take it in time. So make a Death Rocket didn't come just yet. And Final Spark was a little bit too early. Shockwave used again. RT Robin knows that it's down, and he's going to go straight in onto Jukester. There's a flash to keep himself alive.
Actually, I think that Final Spark came a little too late because it was already dead by the time it fired.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Same with the Super Mega Death Rocket.
Well, right now, 30 minutes into this game, and there hasn't really been a clear advantage. These fights have been so back and forth, and a large part of that is due to the fact that there's been a lot of mistakes. Solar Clear locked down onto 4 members, and this is going to be the engage. Muir going in onto the back line. He's trying to do his best, but he's going to be taken down so quickly, and now Robin is going to be the target.
That huge crit.
And that's going to be Graves getting 2 kills for himself. Now reverse scale, again getting caught out. He's not going to be able to get the kill onto Graves. Double kill for Vel, and this will be a full ace for Black to the 9, and they're gonna push down that mid lane. They're gonna be able to get this inhibitor tower, and they will be able to get the inhibitor as well. They could possibly even get the bottom inhibitor. It might be unlikely for them to win the game, but they can continue taking advantage of this. Ping's going down onto that tower, but instead they're gonna go for the game. This is so iffy because death timer is already up.
Yep, they're already off of their death timer.
Yeah, that Nexus is going down so quickly, they're going to go for it, and it's actually game. They can actually...
Yep, that is it. That is the entire series, everybody.
Back to the 9. 2-0 in Reverie eSports League of Legends Open, number 14. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us through all of the issues. Thank you for joining us through all this tournament. For anyone that stayed and anyone that joined halfway through, we are glad to have you here. This tournament was brought to you by Reverie eSports, and your casters were brought to you by Casters Caravan. My name is Desi Fresh.
And I'm Shadow Z Phoenix.
And we hope you join us next week for the Reverie eSports League of Legends Open number 15.
Yep, we'll be back.